we had a very successful weekend. I think it goes without saying, we had a very successful weekend, and I wanted to say thank you both very, very, very much for all of your hard work, everything that you did. And I wanted to ask you, and I want you to both answer me separately. I don't want you to answer me right away. I want you to wait. I don't want you to answer me today. It's Sunday night. It's time to decompress, not think about work. I want to know from each of you, you can each tell me privately what you think attributed to the weekend being so successful. Was it just some good old-fashioned competition? Was it because it was really busy in town and it would have been a good weekend no matter who was working? I want to know what you think. And with that being said, I'm going to use an analogy to make a point. And I'm going to use sports as an analogy. I played a lot of sports in high school. I played volleyball in junior high and high school. And so let's talk about comparing sports and what you guys are doing at the store. First of all, there's a reason why cheesy sayings like teamwork makes the dream work exist. And there's a reason that they're true. So in volleyball, you have your team. In baseball, you have your team. In any sport, you have your team. Except for like golf and stupid things like that. But you have a captain. And you have your team. And the captain's goal is to make sure that everybody on the team is on the same page. The captain's job is to make sure that everybody is in the the correct role, if you want to put it that way, or they're playing the correct position, and that they are put in a position that will build on their strengths. If you have somebody who is a really good jumper, they're going to be a hitter, spiker, because they can jump high and they can hit the ball. They're going to, a captain's job is to come up with strategy and a way to make it so that everybody working together in a certain way has the outcome that everybody wants, which is to win and to be number one. That's the goal of any team, is to win and be number one. And when you're out on a field or on a court playing against somebody else, you are competing against the other team. But you can bet your sweet ass that when you're practicing, when you're at practice, that you're competing with each other. The reason that you're competing with each other is because if you're not doing what's expected of you, if you're not performing, if you're just not good at a certain sport, you're going to be on the bench the whole time, or you're going to get cut. And so it's a constant competition to show the coach that you're the best. And what we're doing is the same thing. So you have the coach and you have the captain. And they're all also still part of the team. And they also want the same thing, which is to win. They're going after an imaginary animal. Hold on. Hey! Let's go! So even though you have the coach and the captain who, make sure that everybody is where they should be, everybody wants the same thing, and that's to win. And the best way to do that is to work together, even if you're also competing. Because you want to be on the team that wins. I want to be on the team that wins. I don't want to be on the losing team. I am a competitive person by nature. I don't want to lose. I want to win. I want to be number one. And so if you're constantly trying to do that, you're just going to constantly be improving on yourself. It's not about anybody else. It's not about the other people and how much they're improving. It's about how much you're improving, because a team is only as strong as its weakest link, right? So the more you improve, the better it is for everybody. And that's how I want my store to be. I want everybody working together for a common goal. And that's to win and be number one and be at the top. And sports is a really good analogy to use, because in my opinion it's the same thing. Sportsmanship is the analogy that I thought of when I was just thinking about things, because even at the end of a game, you have two teams, and win or lose, they line up and they slap hands and say, good game, good game, good game, good game. Because win or lose, it's a game. It's not that serious, right? And so I want everybody working together. Titles, roles, whatever you want to call it, aren't important to me. Both of you have asked me when you have been in different positions, or when both of you asked me what your title was or what your role is at the store. And I don't think you're going to find many bosses who are going to say, what do you want it to be? I'm an unconventional boss, and that's why people like working for me, because I have worked in corporate America, and I think that it is all that is wrong in the world. I think that it is evil. There was nothing fun or happy about it. There was nothing joyful about any corporate job I ever worked. The only part of it that I liked was the competitive part. And the rest of it was just like torture. I hated it. So if I have the right people working for me, people that I can trust, people that I know care about me in the store, the way that I want things to be will work out spectacularly. I just need to know that I can trust the people in the store. That's it. And so I want you both to think about what I just said and let it ping around in your heads. Do not answer me anytime soon. Give it a couple of days to ping around in your head what I said. And take the next couple of days to enjoy your life, relax. Don't think about work. Refresh, rejuvenate, whatever you need to do. And we'll talk more next week. But thank you both from the bottom of my heart for what I see as a hugely successful weekend. And it wouldn't have happened without you. So, thank you very much for that. This is your captain, your coach, signing off. Good night and goodbye. Forever. No, I'm just kidding. Good night. Sorry. I thought of a couple more things, and I had a feeling I was going to, which is why I waited to send that video. Anybody, who works for me, as I said, this touches on trust. So I said that anybody who works for me, I need to feel like I can trust them. That's a very, very big deal for me. And if you lose my trust, it's very hard to gain it back. But it goes both ways. Anybody who works for me also needs to feel that they can trust me, that they can trust that the decisions that I make are, that I have, their best interest at heart, that I have your best interest at heart when I make decisions, So you have to be able to trust that also. I always try to be fair, always. I'm doing things differently now than I have in the past, not just with the store, but with my life in general, because the way that I was doing things wasn't working, not with my business, not with my personal life, not with a lot of things. And so I'm trying to change the way I do a lot of stuff. And with that being said, I will always try to be fair and make sure that everybody is as happy as they can be. But I can't cater to every whim that everyone has. But I will always try to meet your needs and make sure that you're as happy as possible. I will always do my best for that to be the case. Because I have to make decisions that are also going to benefit myself and my business. I have to put myself first as far as that goes, because I haven't in the past, again, both in the store and in my personal life, and it doesn't work.